Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Season 2, Week 5 of the Trackside Official Series. We have 60 laps here at Michigan. And we have some fun racing out here tonight. We have a new person out here tonight. We have the 84 of Jeff Dinda. And I do believe it will be a fun race out here tonight. '94 of Scott Streisick. '09 of Derek Fa. The '84 of Jeff Dinda. His first race here with us in a Trackside Official Series, running the '84 car in the Chevy Camaro. Also, if you hear a fan running, that is because my AC has went out. Unfortunately, I am sweating profusely. 22, Jarrett Stristick. He and his dad, I feel like he'll be running really good out there tonight. So, first, let's see who we got first. Andrew Kuhn in a 139. First side was a 39.3. Jarrett Stristick with a 38.7 on his first lap. Jarrett Stristick currently in the pole position. Now Derek Fa in the pole position. Can Jarrett Stristick get enough speed off an exit of turn 4? Does Jarrett get it? No, he was not. And 139 of Andrew Kuhn. Currently set out on pole. 94 Scott Streisick. The 8 of Noah Steele out here tonight. And he's on the pole. Still on his winning streak here in the Trackside Official Series on our Tuesday night event. The 517 of Jonathan Green on his outlap. Take that back. The Michigan native out here tonight. He says this is his worst track. Right now, his fastest time is a 38.8. What can you get coming down to the final turns? Coming out on turn 4. What will his time be? Does he improve at all? Jonathan Green, aka John Fago, is in 3rd place. With that being said, everyone has set their qualifying lap. And right now, I'm going to bring in the pole sitter, the 8 car of Noah Steele. Noah Steele, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, another pole position for you, sir. How do you feel right now?
It's been a while since I've been able to qualify, so hopefully this stays a trend. I've been qualifying like ass lately, so this is nice.
Nice pace, and hopefully able to continue this winning streak that you've been on as of late. Um, we should plan going into this race.
Just save a little bit of right rear. It's gonna be loose when it comes down to worn tires, and hopefully the draft doesn't stay too strong where I don't have someone on my butt the whole time. So we'll see. Try to save some tire and get away from everybody.
I got you, man. Well, best of luck out there tonight, and hopefully we'll bring you see you later in the booth tonight.
Yes, sir.
Well, with that being said, we're going to take a look at our race analysis. Race length 60 laps, 3 sets of tires. And all these guys only got one thing in mind: the win. The most important thing of right now. Here shortly, we're almost halfway through. Let's just scratch that. We're halfway through. No, what? Yeah, this race is halfway through the season, and next week will be halfway through the whole season, and we'll be talking about the playoffs here shortly, because most of the drivers who are in is a win-you-in situation, but during the playoffs, it only matters about position finishes and the points. It's a chase style playoffs. It's right now we're coming down off of turn 3. All these guys right here, right now. Very strong competitors, especially 139 of Andrew Kuhn, the 517 of Jonathan Green, aka John Fago. Now, in my opinion, a card that can look out for is that 21 car in the 6th position. As we're back going to go, green flag here. Hey, green flag is out. Andrew Kuhn got a little bit loose off the start. Enters turn 1 and 2. 09 got into green. A car really off to a strong start. And 139 already peeking down to the inside. It's only lap 1. Andrew Kuhn still to the inside of the 139. All these guys right now pretty calm. Almost majority of these guys are single file. Andrew Kuhn and Noah still pulling away from the rest of the field. Turn down. Where did the... Yep, as you can see, everyone just stays single file. Nothing much really changed since the start of the race. Now laps of fuel they have is 23 to 25 laps of fuel. So they're gonna have to save some fuel, but some people might just go ahead and just run it down, pit twice, or try to cut halfway through, pit with around the lap between lap 40 and lap 50. So we're in there because we do have 3 sets of tires. You can see the 22 Jarrett Streisig all the way to the outside of the 21 Tyler Smith. Side by side teammates 09, 21 and 517 of Jonathan Green. The teammates are running third through fifth as Tyler gets all the way down to the bottom. I don't know if he made contact with his teammate in the 09. But Jonathan Green still in third. The top three positions have not changed. Derek Foss, the only one really going ahead and running the high line. Does anyone follow backs in line? Going back to single file. Tyler Smith on the bottom. Really, truly just getting some entrance speed, but off the exit, the 09 of Derek Foss getting a decent run off the exit from running that high line. So you got a battle right here, 21, 22, 94. And 21 into the wall. Really truly lost of speed off of the exit of 4 for making contact with the wall. Right now, 21, 94 side by side in turns 1 and 2. Off the exit of 2. 94 out in front of the 21 car, Tyler Smith. Andrew Crew really truly off the pace right now. The A car, which no steal. Look right now. Nova Steel is 4 tenths. Now 5 tenths faster than his average pace. Now, Jeff Dyna maybe went ahead and decided I'm going to go ahead and fuel save. I am going to try my hardest to try and fuel save. Now, the rest of these guys may be deciding to, go ahead and pit 10 laps earlier before the finish. Or they may even pit even earlier, try to split this stuff in half. Because right now it seems like Jonathan Green still running his usual line, which is like middle to the bottom and coming back up high off the exit. With 6 of these laps completed, we're going to stay. Not too many positions have changed. As right now, it looks like everybody's kept up to the 8 of Noah Steele, and we'll check our leaderboard of the fastest laps. And so far, your top 3 in order. Noah Steele, Adrian Kuhn, and Jonathan Green, aka John Fago. All all three of them are all of our top three are the fastest drivers on the field right now, in order. So this may change by the second pit stop if we get any of those. But as of right now, the 8 has led every single lap of this race, and Jonathan Green already going to a higher side than Andrew Kuhn, trying to possibly get a run off the exit. Jonathan Green cracking down on the 139 of Andrew Kuhn. Into turn 1. Already running the higher line. Like he comes down to the middle. Honestly, almost to the exit of the turn, going back down to where there's more rubber. Might be heating up the tires a lot more that way. Andrew Kuhn blocking the 517 of Jonathan Green. Jonathan Green with a good run because the 139 went into the wall. Cutting back down onto the 517 with a 139. Side by side. Coming to the stripe. Jonathan Green out in front of the 139. No, Jonathan Green. Maybe a strong start. We're nearing 25% of laps completed here in Michigan. Right now, let's take a quick run through the field. Obviously, Noah Steele qualified in first and is still currently in first. Jonathan Green, aka John Fago, started third, currently in second place. Had a really good qualifying time at Concord, Five Flags last Friday. And was able to lead some laps, got an additional point, and got another additional point for qualifying up in first. As we got a battle right here, the 139 of Andrew Kuhn started second, currently third. But so we're going to run through this field. We're going to focus on this battle right here. Because the 22, Jared Streisig, is now up in fourth position. Jared Streisig running high. Jared into the wall. This might help out the 139 to Andrew Kuhn. These guys, all three, though, running a different line in turns 1 and 2. Derek out a lot higher off the exit. Probably lost some momentum there coming off the exit of turn 2, but Jared Streisig is back in to catch up to the 139 of Andrew Kuhn. Jared Streisig running to the bottom. Closing the gap right to the 139. Kuhn goes low. Jared was back here to follow up. Not really sacrificing too much of his speed to get into the draft at a 139. Jared goes low. Andrew Kuhn middle. Derek 5 running higher line. Things may have calmed down for the moment. We're almost a third through this race. But Jared Streisig started 5th, currently up in 4th position. And Derek 5 started fourth, currently fifth. He was running down the 517 when up until the 517 passed the 139, and now was running now 139 with Jared Strikestick was battling him and the 139. Now seeing himself in a little bit of a predicament at the moment. As a 139 heads into pit lane, I guess we're starting our pit cycle. Scott Strikestick started 7th, currently 6th. And Jeff Dinda, first race, started 8th, currently 8th. As right now, I do believe the 8 of Noah Steele is probably fuel saver right now. Maybe heading to the pits soon. And 139 and Andrew Kuhn now a lap down, but he will get his lap back once everybody else pits. Jared Streisig just ripping the boards out there. It's Derek Fye catching to him. Derek Fye trying to make some momentum on this outside line. See 139 out below the apron. Derek Fye on the wall. Andrew Kuhn made to get his lap back the hard way. Or 8 laps coming from halfway in the race. I think now we're going to probably see more and more people as we see the 517 and the 8 car battling for the lead. Noah Steele into the wall. Don't know if he has real damage or not, but he may want to go ahead and try to go ahead and get fresher tires and some fuel. Because that 139 car is the up. It's an 8 car. Nova Steele goes down pit lane. So we're going to have our first new leader of the race being the 517 of Jonathan Green and the 517 Finger Machine. He has a fast 139 car right behind him with the freshest tires right now on the track. And Andrew Kuhn back on the lead lap. The 09 of Derek Fye now in pit lane. He's going to go ahead and top off on fuel and get some fresh tires. That's it. The 8 car 139 are now battling again for position. This will turn the lead once everybody else completes their pit cycle. Now, right now, the 8 car Noah Steele will have the minus Derek Fye, who just went a lap down, will have the freshest set of tires on the track. Jonathan Green right now. Let's see. 26 lap tires. He comes down to pit lane this time by. What a 22, yep. 94, 21. What a 84 follow him in. Right now he is the longest car out there who has not pitted. He has the oldest sets of tires out there on track. As he heads down pit lane this time by. This baton will now hand over to the 8 car of Noah Steele. To go back to the man who was in third where he qualified, did lead some laps before he went down into pit lane. He led everyone else into the pit lane minus the 84 car of Jeff Dinda. Bring in the 517 machine of Jonathan Green. Jonathan Green, you got a copy?
Yeah, I do.
Well, right now you're almost halfway in this race. How does the car feel out there right now?
Pretty good. It was pretty quick. Got by Noah at the very end of that stint, and hopefully staying out here will put us in a appropriate position to pick those off at the end there.
Now, with you not having enough fuel for you to for at least a 30 lap run, what is your plan going into this back half of the race? Are you gonna try to save enough fuel, or are you just gonna pit somewhere halfway, so that way you have decent amount of sets of tires and you could have a little bit of pushing room for towards the end?
Kind of thinking to run the second one out about as far as I could go. I don't know if I can split it down the middle because I can't make it without stopping one more time anyway. So I think we're just going to try to throw, depends on how the car feels, either 2 tires or no tires at it and try to get back out in front of everybody.
Alright, man. Well, good luck out there. Hopefully we can see you in here later.
Man, appreciate it.
That was a 517 of Jonathan Green. Was interesting strategy by the 517 car. And Derek Fye pitted a lap after Noah Steele did. And Jared Strystick up in third position. Now things right now, let's take a look at the fastest lap times. Still the same lap times that we saw at the beginning of the race. Noah Steele first, Andrew Kuhn second, Jonathan Green in the third with the third fastest lap. So I don't think we really will see that lap time change until we get to the end when everybody has to make a second pit stop for fuel and tires. Now, how hard will they push for that end though? Because there might be an incident where someone pushes a little bit too hard and goes up into another car or into the wall and someone spins. They don't have a fast repair to fix that. So how much push are these guys willing to have for the second half of the race? Because now, with 29 laps to go, coming to the 28 when he comes to the start finish line, what will that do? We can check right now, going through the field to see where everybody else went. through that whole thing. Noah still started out first, still obviously still in first. Andrew Kuhn got back out the second when he pitted way earlier than the rest of the field, and we'll see how that strategy played out. Jarrett Streisig in currently third, starting in fifth. Right now, still out there, still pushing. I do believe he's probably catching up with a 139 car. Was able to keep his tires good enough to be able to catch up to the 139, and it was gaining on the 517. Was able to pass the 09. Gave him a little bit of a battle. Right now, the three teammates currently battling with the 94 Scott Streisig. Tyler Smith started fourth, currently sixth. Jonathan Green currently fifth, starting in third position. We were just talking to him earlier. He's going to try to mess with his tires, see what will benefit him the most coming to the end. Tyler Smith started, notice Derek 5, started fourth, currently sixth. He was leading the charge of TKSR. It's Scott Streisig, started seventh, currently seventh. And Jeff Dida still eighth. Now go back to this battle. Where now Jonathan Green is out in front. Right now, he may be catching the 22 car or Jarrett Streisig. Right now, the 22 is now past the 139 of Andrew Kuhn. I don't know if that strategy he had will pay off towards the end of this race. And right now, he has a streak. Another streak like Noah still has as far as wins. Andrew Kuhn, for the 3 races he has done so far, he has come out in second. He has finished all 3 of the races that he started in second. Let's see if that pattern continues tonight here at Michigan. Right now, I think we're seeing the benefits of how late they pitted. It's turned out well for them because now the people who pitted latest, like the 517 and Jonathan Green, Jared Streisig, Derek 5, Tyler Smith, and Scott Streisig, they're benefiting from this. They stand out the longest. They have the least amount of tire wear on their car. It's going to be able to help them out right here towards the end. Because right now, the 22 Jared Streisig is closing in on the 8 car. Noah Steele is now less than 6 seconds and closing, losing time on the turns, but rapidly gaining them on the straight. And of course, I am wrong again for speaking too soon. With 20 laps to go left in this race. Let's see what will happen. Whose strategy will prevail? You see right here, this is how tires prevail. It's right now, you got the 139 that Adrian could rapidly gaining on the 517 of Jonathan Green. This is the inside of Jonathan Green. It seems like the 21 of Tyler Smith has also decided to go in for tires and fuel with 18 laps to go. A bold strategy, if I may, but it just might work. Now let's see if the 21 will be able to maintain his tires long enough. So when the 8 car Noah Steele pits, it is a guarantee for him to at least get a top 3 out of this tonight. And the 8 car Noah Steele winning down the pit lane. And the 139 and the 21 car will get their laps back. Derek Fye also came down the pit lane. Right now, the 22 and the 517. Right now, they have control. If a caution comes out, they will be the most beneficial, I want to say, because now they can come out with their lead intact if they could somehow get the 8 car of Noah Steele a lap down. Because I don't think they will be able to. Right now, the 21 car of Tyler Smith is currently pulling away for the 22 of Jarrett Stripestick. And Jonathan Green seems like he went down the pit lane. Tyler Smith running the high line. And Jonathan Green puts himself back into 3rd place when everything cycles. '84 of Jeff Dinda also pitted. The 8 card Nova Steel rapidly gaining. Wanting a distance between himself and the 22. Jared Streisig might want to go ahead and pit for his fresh tires. I know he may not want to, but right now, the man who can hurt him the most is currently in second place. Jared Streisig still staying out. Right now, Jared Streisig, the longest driver to be out there on track so far, with been out there for 23 laps on the tires. You gotta realize at this point that everybody else now is on fresher tires. When you pit, you're gonna have to work so hard to get those lead laps back. And it does look like the 22 Jared Streisig is finally coming down pit lane with 11 laps to go, 10 laps to go when he crosses the start finish line. Ten to go. We have a hungry Noah Steele. The 517 of Jonathan Green. Might be close again on the 139, coming with 10 laps remaining. It looks like 139 to hit the wall. Inching closer and closer. These two right here are gonna have a put up a fight. Jonathan Green down to the inside, trying to get underneath Andrew Kuhn. Goes to the outside. Andrew Kuhn almost slid up right into the 517 of Jonathan Green. 7 laps ago. No, excuse me, 8 laps ago. My fault. Jonathan Green now in front of the 139 car of Andrew Kuhn. With 8 to go. So right now, Andrew Kuhn with 13 lap old tires. Jonathan Green with 7. That's how important those tires are here. Let's see, we got a little bit of a battle back here between the 22 and the 09 and Derek 5. So Jared's getting a little bit loose coming to exit of turn 2. No, 22. Jared Streisig pulling away from the 09 of Derek 5. The 517 of Jonathan Green, John Fago, whatever you want to call him, is now up in second. Jared Streisig has knocked Jonathan Green out of the top 3 with the fastest lap of the session. He does not have fastest lap out there. Noah Steele has actually made his lap faster and is on the second pit stop. With 5 laps to go. 4 laps to go. Jonathan Green would need a miracle to be able to catch up to the 8 car of Noah Steele. With 3 laps to go. Noah Steele dominating the race, dominating the track. He's just been a dominant figure here tonight. He's been a dominant figure for the whole season of the late model stock series. Been a dominant figure, so basically the entire season of the Xfinity series. He has just been fast tonight. One lap remaining. Whatever flag comes out now will finish this race. And Jared Streisig in now 3rd position. Coming to exit of 4. The 8 has been dominant all season long. And Jonathan Green coming in 2nd. And the 22, Jared Streisig, comes out in 3rd. Whew. Noah Steele, buddy, you got a copy.
Yes, sir, I do.
Man, another dominant performance here at Michigan. Towards the end of the first fuel stint, Jonathan Green was right there beside you battling for the lead. What was happening right there?
I just used a little bit too much tire trying to break away because I didn't know how strategy was going to work out. So I tried to use a little bit more tire to get away from everybody. And that didn't work out, but strategy got me some space, and I was able to use tire the way I wanted to in space. It was fun battling him, though. I hit the wall off, too, so he definitely had pace in that first run. That's all I handed to him.
Yes, sir. Well, man, like you said, another dominant win. Now you got 3 wins back to back to back in both the Xfinity Series and the Late Model Stock Series with your win last week at Portland, last Friday at Five Flags, and now tonight in Michigan. Is there anyone you want to shout out tonight?
Just family, and y'all for putting on the show. Let's go for four this Friday.
All right, sir. We'll see you this Friday night.
Yes, sir.
We'll be grabbing the 517 of Jonathan Green. Jonathan Green, buddy, you got a copy.
I do.
Man, we talked to you after your first run. You were talking about that you were going to try to hold out there as long as you can. But you pitted a little bit earlier before, pitted a little bit earlier before the fuel usually ran out. What was a change of strategy mid of the run?
Well, I feel like Noah got away from me that first one, and if I had stayed out any longer, it probably would have hurt me more. So I decided to try to come in with like 15 laps to go and just put right sides on and just burn it up trying to get up there. And boy, he was far out front. I should have came in right after he pit first pit stop and tried to stay with him.
Well, man, you certainly had a heck of a run because you started qualified in third and got a second place finish out of this, and I would say good run out of you for you tonight. And is there anyone you want to shout out for second place tonight?
Just you guys for putting it on. I appreciate it, and it was a lot of fun. I had fun out here trying to race with Noah.
Well, thank you, man. And as always, hopefully we'll see you this Friday night at Richmond.
I can count on it.
And last but not least, the 22. Jared Streisnick, you got a copy, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Well, man, hold on, let me get to you real quick. You started at fifth and you finished third, and I do believe you were the biggest mover of the field tonight. And what was the thought process towards the end of these runs? Because, man, you were catching a lot of these guys towards the end of these runs. Like, was it
So
just...
those guys hit like 6 or 7 laps before I did. Like, so the laps that I ended up leading this race was just because I was out there just trying to keep that lead. I was keeping pace with some of those guys that had new tires, but I was just like, let me try and get this down to like 10 laps to go, and then I'll go in and get 4 fresh tires and see what I can do. And man, those guys that were on those old tires it was a really good race between some of them. I know Andrew and I had a good battle at the end there. He kind of dove to the inside to keep me from getting down there, but he couldn't get his car rotated fast enough. So those new tires came into a big play for me there at the end.
Well, I'm going to tell you this now. The lap comparison between you and Andrew is phenomenal because you were on 9-lap-old tires compared to Andrew's 20-lap-old tires. And like you said, that paid out really huge for you tonight because, like you said, it got you a third-place finish out there tonight. And while we got you here, to say anyone you want to shout out tonight for your third-place finish?
Shout out to my teammate, my dad. It's always fun running these races with him. I appreciate you and Andrew hosting these events for us and letting us be a part of this TRG official series. And appreciate my fiance for letting me race with you guys on these nights.
No problem, man. And hopefully we will see you Friday night at Richmond.
Yeah, to see you at Richmond.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be a blast.
It's gonna be a good race.
Well, everyone, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm probably gonna go head to bed right after the stream ends because I am sweating. I am soaked. Anyway, we'll see you guys this Friday, and hopefully with some AC.